The only local news teams taking action for you. KIMA KEPR Action News starts now.
Coming up this morning on Action News, a Yakima man is facing harassment and assault charges after threatening to stab a woman while she was pumping gas. The situation quickly turned into a standoff after he barricaded himself inside a house across the street. He's waking up in jail this morning. We'll share the details. Plus, the public defender shortage is making it harder to get criminals behind bars. The Benson County Sheriff's Office had to release some from the jail because they couldn't get a lawyer. We'll hear from the county prosecutor who says while the public defender's office is a different entity, their struggles affect the county prosecutor's office. And in Yakima, the library's annual summer reading program has started, and it's got a new category. Now adults can join in the fun, and at the end, some pretty solid prizes. We'll hear from the library about the new category. That story and more coming up as you start your day with us right here on Action News. Good Tuesday morning, everybody. I'm Dave Furtado.
And I'm meteorologist Jefferson Donovan.
And Jefferson, in the world of weather, things not too shabby when people heading out the door this morning. Maybe a little cloud coverage, but all in all, not too bad. I mean, temperatures were pretty great yesterday. So are we going to see kind of a copy and paste day today?
Well, we're going to see a copy and paste day in terms of sunshine and temperatures, but winds are going to become a concern today. And with some of those fires that broke out yesterday, I know we're going to cover them as we go later into the newscast, but there was that big 4,000-acre fire at the Yakima Training Center. There was another fire near Selah, and of course we continue to track the Pioneer Fire near Lake Chelan. So with all of the fires, or I should say with fire season really starting to get going around the forecast area, we're going to really need to practice that fire safety on a day like today where we will be subject to some of those gusty winds. Looking out at the Tri-Cities right now, though, it's a pretty nice sunrise out there. As Dave mentioned, there are some clouds in the sky. We're in the upper 50s right now, a fairly mild to warm morning. Here's a look at your weather headlines today. Sunny skies and gusty winds on this Tuesday. Most of us seeing winds gusting up to 35 to 45 miles per hour. We're going to see more sunshine and cooler daytime highs on Wednesday with a much larger cool down for this Father's Day weekend. I'll continue to break down your weather forecast coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. We begin this morning in Yakima. A man accused of threatening to stab a woman is now in jail facing a number of charges after a 4-hour standoff yesterday morning. This is a photo sent to us from the scene during the standoff. Police say this happened around 5:47 yesterday morning at the Mini Mart at 60th and Tieton. Both police and witnesses tell us the suspect confronted the woman while she was pumping gas and threatened to stab her and steal her vehicle. Police say from there, the woman jumped into a stranger's car and called police while the suspect fled to his house across the street. 4.5 hours later, police were able to breach the door to the home and arrest him without further incident. The suspect is now in the Yakima County Jail facing harassment and second-degree assault charges. In Milton Freewater, a man was arrested after firing a gun and barricading himself inside an apartment. At around 10:35 Sunday night, the Milton Freewater Police Department responded to reports of shots being fired in the 1300 block of South Main Street. Now, officers discovered that the suspect, 29-year-old Christian Angel, had fired a shot into an apartment. Police also learned that Christian had a felony warrant issued by the U.S. Marshals. Arriving officers say Christian had barricaded himself inside an apartment, and with the help of multiple agencies, Christian was arrested about an hour later. Police also found a gun at the scene. Christian was taken to the Umatilla County Jail and is facing multiple charges, including unlawful possession of a firearm, 2 counts of menacing, and 3 counts of recklessly endangering another person. And a man is behind bars after assaulting an officer at a party. This was also in Milton Freewater. Police responded to the 100 block of Southwest 7th just after 10:45 Saturday night for a report of loud music. Officers arrived and asked that the music be turned down and left. Another call because of the loud music brought officers back to that location. They again asked to have the music turned down. And according to police, that's when 23-year-old Marcos Javier Salazar got into an argument with another person who was at the party. An officer stepped in. Police asked Marcos to leave the party, but he didn't listen. Instead, he punched an officer twice in the face. Marcos was taken to the Umatilla County Jail for assaulting a public safety officer. That officer suffered minor injuries. Leaders across Benson County say they're trying to address a growing issue regarding a lack of public defenders. According to a recent news release from the Benton County Sheriff's Office, multiple defendants were released from jail due to, quote, apparent unavailability of defense counsel. We spoke with Benton County Prosecuting Attorney Eric Eisinger yesterday, who tells us the issue makes it harder to get criminals behind bars.
It's a real challenge because if we don't have a defense attorney that's available to take the case that we file, that we're not able to effectively prosecute. We're obviously not in charge of the Office of Public Defense, but their capacity or their limitations on capacity affects our ability to file and pursue cases. And so it's a really, from a prosecution standpoint, it's really a significant issue.
Now, Eisinger says while a lack of public defenders is a statewide issue, Benton, Franklin, and Yakima counties face the brunt of the problem due to high population and no law schools in the region. Franklin County is hosting a workshop tomorrow with state lawmakers to develop a strategic approach to this problem. State Senator Nikki Torres and state representatives Stephanie Barnard and Mark Clicker and Skylar Rude are all scheduled to attend. It's open to the public, and it's tomorrow at the Hapo Center. It gets started at 11 a.m. Commissioner Stephen Bauman will lead it, and there will be a presentation from the Franklin County Office of Public Defense. Now, dogs are often called man's best friend, and this next story is a perfect example of that. It happened just over a week ago in Baker County, Oregon. A dog ran 4 miles through the wilderness to get help after his owner's truck went off the road and into a ravine. The dog made it back to their camp Monday morning, and sheriff's deputies say family members went looking for the man and found him but couldn't get to him because the terrain was so difficult. Authorities were able to pull him out of the ravine, which was several hundred feet deep, using a rope system. And in Sisters, Oregon, a bull escaped a rodeo enclosure and caused some havoc over the weekend. 3 people were hurt on Saturday after this bull jumped the fence during a bull riding event. The big animal ended up running through the rodeo grounds and returned to the livestock pens after the escape. Those who were injured are all now home from the hospital. This all happened right before the last scheduled bull ride of the night at the 84th Sisters Rodeo. A little closer to home this morning, the Yakima Valley Library's annual summer reading program is underway. There are 4 age groups in the program, which is going on for the next 2 months. The youngest is for children up to 3 years old. The next group is children 4 to 11 years old. The third group is for teenagers, and there's a new category this year for adults. There are challenges for each age group with prizes for completing the library-related activities.
This is the first year, I think in 10 years, that we've had an adult reading program for the summer. Generally it's in the winter, so we're doing something new, trying to get adults involved during the summer as well.
At the end of the program, there will be a prize drawing for people who have completed the challenges. Some prizes include a Kindle, Central Washington State Fair tickets, and even a National State Park Pass. You can find more information up on our website, KIMATV.com. And folks, we've teamed up with Yolks again this year to help families in our communities for the Second Harvest What's for Lunch campaign. Now through June 30th, you can go to any Yolks to shop for items to donate, or you can pick up a prepackaged bag of food or donate when you check out. Donations may also be made online, so let's help Second Harvest stock the shelves to ensure our neighbors can access the food they need. And with that, let's jump right over to meteorologist Jefferson Donovan, because today is going to be a nice day to maybe go outdoors and have a picnic, but you might want to kind of hold the blanket down or even make sure you have a tight grip on your sandwich. You don't want your lettuce flying out of it.
That's absolutely correct. It is going to be quite the gusty day. Most of us seeing winds gusting between 35 and 45 miles per hour today, but temperatures are still going to be very on par with what we did see with yesterday as we continue to see plenty of sunshine in the forecast area. Here's a look at what we can expect for daytime high temperatures today. Now, due to a cold front, temperatures are going to peak a little bit sooner than we would normally think they would. We're going to see high temperatures today peak right around your 2 o'clock hour instead of your 5 o'clock hour today, but it is still going to be seasonably warm out there. As we move ahead into the forecast, we are going to go through a pretty significant cool down, especially as we approach Father's Day weekend. I'll touch on that forecast coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. The time now is 5:09. Coming up on KEPR KIMA this morning, we talk the violent weekend in Yakima, 2 murders and a drive-by shooting that led to a police chase and several accidents. In about 2 minutes, we'll break down each of the incidents, and we'll hear when we'll hear an update from police. But later in the show, top stories. It's been weeks since that ship crashed into the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore, Maryland. Now it's fully reopened. Crews had to haul away millions of pounds of steel and concrete, opening it up to two-way traffic in the port. We'll have those details. And in health news, research shows Gen X is getting cancer at higher rates than previous generations. Scientists say some cancers have decreased among the Gen X population, though several others are on the rise. We'll tell you which ones they found more of. We're just getting started this morning, and there's plenty of news to get to, so don't go anywhere. We won't either. More news and weather ahead.